evening, Anne. How are
Yeah.
you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And how
Yeah,
are you today?
I'm good. Okay, so without further ado, let's try to continue.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so let me share the presentation, Anne. Okay, so I hope you can see it.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so last time we were able to discuss all about asking for recommendations, right? So how are we going to find out information and how are we going to ask for recommendations using polite expressions, right? So now,
Yeah.
question and before we have to proceed, what do you think would be the expressions that we can be able to use in order for us to find or ask for a recommendation using polite expression. So, what are those polite expressions in asking for recommendations?
Uh, for asking for polite recommendation, we need to book the phrase like, "Do you think I should?" or "It is worth?" or "Do
Yes,
you think it's a good idea?" or
yes.
"Would you recommend going to?"
Yes, okay.
or
Or, of course, there's a lot actually, right? So you can also say, do you think you could? Right? I
yes,
don't suppose you. I wonder if you'd mind. Okay, so these are just some, okay, because we do have a lot, right? So
yeah,
these are only some of those expressions that we can be able to use in order for us to ask a polite expression to ask for recommendation, right? Why? What's the reason? Why is it we need to use this, Anne?
um, because um, it met the it met the listener um, feel um, feel good and
Okay.
want to help me help us
Yeah.
when my question is polite, it will to easy to listen. Yeah,
Yes. Okay. And the mere fact that you are not friends, right? So this is just only the first time that you are going to
yeah,
meet each other. So that's why you have to give respect. So this particular polite expression is just rendering or giving due respect to the person, whether the person is young or young what is one it's younger than you, right? Or
yeah, yeah,
most especially if the person is older than you, so you have to give due respect to the person, right? That's why we need to use the so-called polite expression in asking for information. Okay, why? Because again, you're not friends, okay?
yeah.
So that's only the first time that you see each other. Okay, so
Yeah.
to continue with our lesson, let's try to do the speak up activity, Anne. Okay, so imagine you are on a holiday in Singapore. Wow. So
Wow.
next destination, Singapore, Anne. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so there are a lots of things to do and you don't have much time. So look at the pictures and ask the hotel receptionist for some recommendations. Okay, again, using the expressions that we had just learned, okay, in asking for recommendation. Like for example,
Mm,
in letter A, this is C, Singapore, right? So
yeah.
you are going to say, is it worth going on a sightseeing bus? Right? Because this one is a bus, right?
Yes.
So if you were going to ask for a recommendations, So you were going to say, is it worth going on a sightseeing bus? Okay,
Yeah.
or what else? Not just only this one. We can also ask for another one. Like for example, do you
I
think
think it's a good idea to go on a sightseeing
sightseeing?
first.
Yeah. So, do you think it's a good idea, okay, to go on a bus or go on a sightseeing bus? So that
Yeah.
could also be. And you use also
It,
polite expression,
yeah.
right? Because you're talking to a receptionist. Okay, again, we whether the receptionist is younger than you, okay, it's okay to use the what? To use the polite expression. Now, in letter B, it's the Science Museum. So
Yes.
how are we going to ask for recommendation?
Um, would you recommend going? Would you
To
recommend going to
the
the science museum?
very good. See? So could you recommend, okay, going to a science museum?
Yeah.
Yes, right? So that would be good. But you can also say
Do you think I should go to
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 the
uh, the science museum?
yes. So you have to ask the receptionist, oh, Miss or Mister, do you think I should go to a science museum? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be good. Okay, next. Letter C.
See,
It's a dolphin show.
is this worth um
Visiting
visit visiting
the
the dolphin show?
yes. So is it worth visiting the dolphin show? Why? You because you need to consider also the fact that they're dolphins. Maybe there are some adults that don't appreciate the dolphin show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because this particular dolphin show will be appreciated only by those who are young ones, right?
Yeah.
But not all, because even me, I enjoy seeing the dolphin show. Because here in the Philippines, we have also this particular safari. Okay, we have
Yeah.
also this Safari Philippines. Okay,
Yeah.
so I went there and I watched a dolphin show and I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
right? But there are also some people that they don't like this one. That's why you need to ask for a recommendation. Is it worth visiting the dolphin show? So, of course, the receptionist will going to give you an
That,
idea,
yeah.
right? Okay. Next, what about in letter D?
Nice safari. Um, do you think it's a good idea to go to Singapore night safari?
Safari? Yes. So do you think it's a good idea to go to Singapore Night Safari? Correct. Very good. What
Yeah.
about
Do you
E?
think I should? How about E?
Letter E.
Uh,
So what do you think?
what's E? The E? The
It's a
temple?
temple. It's a temple.
Um, it is worth going. It is worth visiting
The temple?
the temple.
Yes. Okay. Is it worth visiting some temple, right? Or temples? Is it worth visiting the temple? Okay. Okay. So that would also be correct. Next, what about Sentosa Island?
Yeah. Uh, would you recommend going to Sentosa Island?
Yes, I guess, yeah. Sentosa, you can be able to ride a cable car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you experienced riding a cable car, Anne?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Several times.
In
Or
Vietnam, you have a cable car?
Yes, in Vietnam, and
Oh,
in um, in the Bana Hill,
uh-huh.
at in my hometown, the Bana Hill, it had a bridge with yellow hen
Okay. Yeah,
with
yes, yes. Yeah,
the hen,
the hand, yes. I saw
yeah,
that one. Yeah.
and we 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 are going to uh
Go
the
there
top
using.
there by cable car.
Ah, okay. Oh, actually, I have a fear of heights, actually. So when we
Oh,
go to Malaysia, yes, when we go to Malaysia and we rode on a cable car as if, okay, as if the cable car is going to fall. So that's my thinking, right?
yeah,
So I told my boss that I wouldn't go anymore. I wouldn't go anymore to ride a cable car going back to
yeah,
to our destination, right?
yeah.
So my boss said, okay, so if you will not going to go there, so how are you going to transfer to another place, right?
You can work.
You cannot walk because it's an island.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you
you can
cannot walk
go.
because it's an island.
You
It's
can
it's
go
going
there
to be a
by
very
snow.
high mountains. So you cannot go somewhere else except for the cable car. So when we go
You
back,
you can go by uh travel by airplane. After that, you dumb down,
no, no.
dumb down the island.
Yes, actually, there's no airplane in there, okay? Because when we
Yeah.
go to, actually, it's also a Sentosa. Sentosa, I don't know, in Malaysia, okay? It's a Sentosa Island also in Malaysia, right? It's maybe it's a branch of it's a branch of this particular cable car, Sentosa Island also, wherein the cable car can be able to accommodate 5 or 6 passengers. What
Yes.
about in Vietnam?
The same too.
Yes, but it's going to be I think I don't know. That's my thinking, okay? I think it's not safe to ride in a cable car. Why? Because there are some point that it stop. There's also a
Yeah.
traffic, okay? In a cable car. Have you experienced that? That it stops. So when it stops on, it it
Yeah,
moves like
it will move.
that. As
Yeah.
if it's swinging. So that's the thing that I don't like because my feeling is it falls down.
Yes. It will a little fierce when
Yes.
we when we look down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. uh, and I often see ahead,
Mm.
not see, not look down.
Down, look down, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the floor in here is also a what is one? It's a see-through, right? You can be able to see down there. So
Yeah.
as if my feet also is something like it falls down.
Uh,
So
yeah.
that's the reason that I told myself I don't want to ride a cable car anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I I have not heard uh, any
Accident.
accident about cable car
Oh,
in
really?
Vietnam. But last year I heard the accident in one country. I forgot the name,
Oh,
but
a
the cable
cable car
car
falls
um,
down.
on down
Eh.
and the people die.
Oh my
People die.
gosh.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 people.
Oh,
Yeah, and
oh,
and
that's
Yes, I
Actually,
don't know the
that's very scary, right?
yeah.
If I had a chance to go back in Malaysia, I will not ride a cable car anymore.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I miss you like Strongen you like
Yes. Yeah.
I thought you you don't fear the heights distance
Yes. But something
but
like
uh,
riding in that particular cable car, which I don't like because it's a close
oh
one, right?
yeah
Maybe it just only something like I can be able to manipulate or manage. That's the time I have to dare that.
yeah
But in a cable car, something like where am I going to go if something happened to me, right? You cannot get out of this cable car
yeah
if something if the cable car were going to fall down, so you cannot open it, right?
yes
Yeah, because it's a closed door, right?
yes
And
but
so
but actually I see when you in cable car and you look around the sightseeing will very beautiful
actually it's
you
very
can yeah you
beautiful.
can see uh, uh
Yes, the whole
fascinating
city, the
yeah
whole
the
city you
whole
can be able to
city
see the whole mountains, something like the sky, the
yeah the tree
yes, the sea, the
the forest
ocean,
yeah
the forest, the green one. So it's going to be beautiful, but the fact that you are inside the cable car and if
yeah
something happened to you, you cannot get out.
yes
Right? So that's the thing which I'm scared of. Actually, I'm scared of a closed area.
oh yeah
Yes. But if I will be the one to, let's say for example, like bungee jumping, I like that. Okay? Because
yeah
yeah, because
you
yes.
can yes
Yes, because it's not a closed
control you
area.
can control yeah
It's just an open area, right? And you will
yeah
be the only one, okay?
yeah
But
and
the mm,
my mother I think my mother also scared of
riding
closed
a
area
closed area,
she
yeah.
she cannot go the lift
Yes.
only lo-
Yes.
yes and she need
Someone. She needs
someone
someone.
to go with
Yes.
yes
Yes. Oh, same with me actually. Actually, our school has an elevator on,
yeah
but I am not riding an elevator. I'm just using the stairs in
really
going
yeah
up. Yes, even though it's the fifth floor, I just have to walk because I
before
had this particular encounter that our elevator has been damaged and it doesn't work.
on yeah
Yeah. So it's a closed area as if I can't breathe during that time.
yes
Yeah.
I have a memory when I and my friend have just came to the Thailand at at the at the PTS
Mm.
uh, when we go to the elevator a
Yes.
group of us the after that we the door closed
Uh-huh.
and after and several minutes after the elevator will be dark
Oh,
and do not any light so do not have any
electric.
signal
Yes.
yeah so on earth were very frightening.
Yes.
What will happen? And we put the why I turn on the light
Yes, sure,
of
cell phone.
my cell phone to
Okay.
find the button
Yes, yes, the button to.
emergency.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Uh, After that, the door open again,
Oh,
and realized we realized that um, we uh, we
you go out.
we we talk we talk too much,
Oh,
so
yes.
we forgot put the put the number
Yes,
to
on the
go.
elevator.
So that's why the elevator is turn off the light.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. So that's the reason. But it's not what is one? It's not malfunctioning.
yeah. We
It's
just
functioning.
go on,
Yeah.
and we just stand there and talk. Not
Yeah.
put any button.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So that's why the
Elevator
elevator.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it the elevator does not move because you weren't able to what is one to press the number, the
yeah,
number of the floor which you were going to go, right?
yes.
So that is why. Okay, so anyway, actually that's my fear actually. I'm afraid of a closed area. I'm a very very sports active person. Okay, I
Mhm.
like those activities that needs to be very very a dangerous one, but
Yeah,
only it's if it is not closed
open
area.
arrow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an open area. It's okay for me that I can see, right? That I can see
yeah.
people, I can see the nature. But if this one a closed area, because my thinking is, if this
Oh,
falls down, if this fall down, right? Or this falls down, what happened to us? Right? We
yeah.
cannot do something about it. We cannot go out.
You,
If something happen, it falls down on the water, so we cannot go out.
yeah, you stuck. Yes.
Yes, right. So that's my thinking. But
Yeah,
actually, cable cars are very very safe actually. So rarely happen maybe, okay, that it is something to, because sometimes accident happens uh in an unexpected time, right?
yeah.
So even if you are sleeping, right, just like our principal, you know what, our principal already died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Principal. Yeah.
because yeah, our principal, the one that we went to Thailand, right? So the one that you saw during our picture, when I let you see the two of us walking,
Two of us working.
yes, during the on the picture that I showed you, the man, okay, besides me.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's our principal, and he already died. And you know what? It's just only he just sleep. He just sleep. And
Yeah.
then in the morning, he wasn't able to wake up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe a
so
stroke.
cardiac arrest actually. So the
Uh,
findings would be cardiac arrest. See? So even though you are sleeping, there's always an accident there happen, right? And
yeah.
so okay, I don't know what would happen to us in the future. So let God decide for us, right? Okay, next. What about asking for a recommendation to go to Chinatown?
uh, do you think I should go
Go.
to Chinatown?
Yes, okay. or
or
you can also say,
it
can you
is
be able to recommend, right? Or you can say, I wonder if you
wondering.
mind, okay, telling me if um, what are the things, okay, that we can be able to see in Chinatown. You can
Yeah.
also say that, right? Um, do you have a Chinatown also in
I,
Thailand, in Taiwan, in Vietnam, right?
yes.
Yeah, so I think every
We have,
country, yeah, every country
yeah,
has its
Chinatown
Chinatown.
everywhere.
Yes. Here in the Philippines, it's going to be it's a big, big city that we have here, a Chinatown.
It's
So
often very crowded,
it's very, very
crowded
crowded, just
with
like
people.
China, right? Because
Yeah,
China is the most populated country in Asia,
yeah,
right? So number one is China. That's why they have this particular law during those times that make sure that in a certain family they have only two children. Okay,
yeah.
they limit their children into two. Okay, that's
And
why
and and how about in Philippines?
no, no,
Is there
Philippines,
are
no,
there any law
no,
about
to limit the
to limit
children,
the children?
no,
No. Okay.
no, we don't have. That's
Actually,
why.
In Vietnam, we also limit the
Yeah.
children, but with the the people work in in the workplace um, that belong to the uh, some
To-
some 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 workplace,
uh-huh.
uh, maybe official
Ah,
require that
yes. How many children only?
to.
Two children only.
And in my hospital, if you have uh if you have if you have if you have uh the third two the third child,
Oh,
you will you will be um decrease the salary,
ah,
yeah,
okay.
and yeah, will decrease the salary and will not uh, be increase the salary in
Anymore.
maybe 10 year, next 10
Oh,
year. I
so
I
sad, right? It's so sad. So
yeah.
that's why they require the so-called family planning, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but here in the Philippines we don't have that kind of law. So you can bear children whatever you want. Okay, I have a story. I have an uncle and aunt. You know what? How many are their children? They have 24 children.
20, 24,
Yes.
one family.
Only
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
family.
And how um how many how many money you have to work to earn to
Yes.
to care
To take good care
for
of
to
those
take care
children, right?
those children.
But actually, now, a lot of their children went abroad. So my aunt and my uncle now are just only staying at home doing nothing because
Yeah,
of their children, actually. So that's actually the what is one the benefits of having a lot of children, but rearing them is so hard, okay?
yeah,
And there was also this particular time that during those times that those children their children has just only little kids, so there were times that they cannot eat
yeah,
because they don't have money to buy food, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but when they grow older, actually, I had I had what is it, a nephew and a niece in the United States. Okay, in also in other countries. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're all having a happy life in there. But of course, my aunt and my uncle now are just there at home. They're not working anymore. Yeah,
Yes.
because
And
they're
and
already
and
rich.
how about the government did
The government
the
doesn't
the
have any
government
share.
doesn't any share? Yeah.
That the government doesn't any have share with that particular children. They don't care about that. Actually, they also inform the families to limit the children, right? But
Yeah.
they're not imposing it. They're just informing the parents, okay, these are the consequence if you do have a lot of children. So if you cannot afford to let them go to school, you cannot afford to let them eat a very very delicious food, right? So that's
Yeah.
that's the, that's the only thing that the government can can do. Okay, it's just only to give an advice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just given advice.
yeah, but they don't have any. Actually, in China, and we do have a lot of students because our school is a Chinese school. Okay, my
Yeah.
school is a Chinese school, so a lot of students who came from China that was brought here
Yeah.
because they had, like for example, if they had four
Uh,
children in the family, the first and the second will remain in China, the third and the fourth will
will
going
be
to,
to
yeah,
Philippines.
in the
Yeah.
Philippines. So they brought here in the Philippines and they bought a Filipino name.
So, with um with family that want to have a last children,
Yes.
they will be go abroad.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's until now, actually until now, the law in China, that would be that one that would apply. That's why we do have a lot of Chinese here in the Philippines because
Yeah.
of that thing. Okay, so if they had more than two children, they were going to bring their children in the Philippines,
Yeah.
and they were going to buy the name, Filipino name.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they were going to buy the name in our government. So they were going to pay the money and buy a Filipino name so that they can be able to stay here in the Philippines longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
What a
that's
surprising.
yeah. Okay. So that's China. Okay, what about when you say botanic garden? So how do we say that?
Is worth going visiting botanic
Visiting botanic
gardens.
gardens. That's correct. Okay, what about the Taj Mahal, the Little India? Oh, in
Little
Singapore, there's also a
India.
Chinatown, there's a Little India, there's a botanic garden, right? So there's a
Uh,
lot. Okay.
I were wondering
If
if I should
visit,
going
oh
should
yeah, if I
go
should visit or I should go
to visit Little India.
Little India. Good, right? Okay, so that is how we will be going to ask for more information using polite expression. Okay, now for the listening part and following a talk. Okay, so number one, before you listen, make a list of everything you know about Peru. You know
Yeah.
do you know Peru?
I just heard the name that
Yes.
country,
It's a
but
country, actually.
actually I have not and no I have no knowledge
Idea.
knowledge yeah idea about
Peru.
that country.
Oh, okay. So let's try to search for that, huh? Where is Peru? Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. So Peru is in South America.
South America. Yeah.
Yeah, because America, it's in Western South America. Because Peru, this is the North America, South America, right? So that's Peru. So covering an area of 1,285,216 square kilometers, Peru is located in Western South America, which is the world's 19th largest country and South America's third largest
Yeah.
country. So that's Peru. Okay? So
Yes.
this is the flag of Peru. And you can be able to see there a lot of, like for example, yeah, a lot
Yes.
of buildings, old buildings actually, right?
Yes.
The it was mentioned in a history in the world history that this particular um, place during those times is very what is one very popular, okay, because this was the place wherein a lot of what is one a lot of very brave person that you can be able to see in Peru.
Brave
Okay,
person.
brave, yes. They are
Oh.
very brave. They fight, okay, for their
Oh.
rights. So that's in Peru, right?
Yeah.
So that is in South America. Okay? So going
Yeah.
back in here. So as you can see in here, right?
Yeah.
So Peru can be able to what? What do you think in the picture?
Mm, so
Let's
look at
try just to what do you think is this one? This one it's
um
is a church, right? Okay,
yeah.
so maybe most of the
It,
people in Peru are Christians. Okay, so they're
yeah.
Christians. Okay, they believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, and Jesus Christ as they're also their God, right? Okay,
Yeah.
because as you can see in here, actually in Peru, you can be able to see there a lot of the old buildings in Peru,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's what we can be able to what it is we can be able to describe Peru. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This-
Now, learning tip in here on by asking yourself what you know about a topic before you listen, you are better prepared. Whenever possible, try to predict what you think you will hear. But of course, if you don't have any idea about that particular place, you cannot say something, right?
Yeah.
just like just like us, okay? I don't know also as well Peru, okay? But I can just only watch that one during the Miss Universe that okay, like for example, my name is blah, blah, from Peru, right? So
Yeah.
they will just going to say that, right? But
Yeah.
of course, the culture, the religions, we don't know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but all I can say, if I'm not mistaken, would be they are Peruvians. So they call their people as Peruvians. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct. Okay, but that's the way I can remember during our world history. Okay, now
Yeah.
listen and complete the statements. Okay, number one is given. Lima is also known as the city of
Mm.
kings. Okay, so
Yeah.
therefore, Peru is also ruled by a king, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to listen. So this one is 62. Okay.
Recording 62. Welcome, everyone, to lovely Lima. Lima is called Ciudad de los Reyes, or the City of Kings.
Ciudad de los Reyes, right? According to them. Welcome to Lima. So Lima is also known as the City of Kings or Ciudad de los Reyes, right? Okay, next, let's continue.
This is where the Spanish founded the city, in 1535.
Okay, so when was this particular place founded by the Spaniards? In
1565.
35 rather. So 1535. Okay. And then let's continue.
And for almost 300 years, Lima was the center of Spanish rule in Latin America. And today, it is Peru's capital city.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes?
What about the Incas? They were here before the Spanish, weren't they? Could you tell us a bit more about them?
Yes. In fact, there were many Inca towns here when the Spanish arrived, and over 400 temples and palaces. But it was the Spanish who actually founded the city.
Okay, so there were around how many Inca temples and places where the Spanish arrived? Okay, see? So, actually, Peru ruled by the Spaniards. Okay, that's what I'm telling you before, that Spaniards are very brave, right? So they're Spanish actually. Spanish are brave person. They are warriors, right?
Yes.
Spaniards, okay?
Spanish had a very big army ever.
Yeah.
Very strong, very large.
Yes. They have this particular temple.
And,
yeah.
Spanish go when a lot of play in the earth.
Yes.
And fight and rule a lot of countries.
Yes. They ruled the Spaniards. The Spaniards actually they go to the Philippines, okay? Actually, the Spaniards was the one discovered the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's our history in here, that when Magellan is a Spanish, okay? He went to the Philippines, and he was the one discovered the Philippines. Okay, he called the Philippines as La Islas Filipinas. Okay, so that means it's the Philippine Island. Okay, now it's the Philippine Island. But during that time, when he went here, of course, he named the Philippines as La Islas Filipinas. Okay, that's where the Philippines came from. Okay, so there were around how many Inca temples?
4,000.
It's 400. Okay.
400.
Yeah, it's 400 Inca temples and places when the Spanish arrived. So let's continue.
Of Lima, right here, in this square, on the site of an existing palace. This is Plaza Mayor, the main square.
Okay, so Plaza Mayor is the
main square.
Yes, in Lima. Okay, so it's a square place, just like this one, right?
Yeah.
This is a square or Plaza Mayor. So this is the main square in Lima, and Lima is the city in Peru. Okay? Yeah. So Lima, let's try to continue.
It is now a World Heritage Site. You are now standing on the exact site where Francisco Pizarro founded the city nearly 500 years ago.
Okay. So Lima was founded nearly 500 years ago. So it's going to be long time ago, right? Now let's continue.
You can see the government palace where the president lives.
Sorry to interrupt, but these buildings don't look 500 years old.
That's right. An earthquake in 1746 destroyed almost all of the city. Only 20 buildings were left. You can see San Francisco's convent over here. That's the only building in Plaza Mayor that survived. Now let us to walk over here.
Okay, so in 1746, there is an accident happened. So what is that? That destroyed almost all the city. It's the
Any
earth. It's the
earthquake,
earthquake. Yes.
earthquake,
So the earthquake destroyed almost all the city in
Lima.
Lima, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that we are talking about in here now on is what we call the Peru. So Peru is a country where Spaniards lived, okay, for the longest period of time. But of course, again, the maybe the people, okay, the people, the original inhabitants of this particular place, country, Peru, are not Spaniards because look at this one, right? When the
Yeah.
Spanish arrived, there were 400 Inca temples. So that means before the Spanish arrived in
Right.
Peru, there were already these particular temples. And imagine that temples 400. Okay? So
Yeah.
that's going to be
That's
so many temples, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any questions with this, Anne?
And no more,
No more. Now,
please.
let's try to read. Let's try to read them with proper intonation. Okay? Go.
Lima is also known as the City of Kings.
Okay.
The Spanish founded the city in 1535.
Okay.
There were around 400 Inca temples and palaces
Yeah,
palace,
palaces.
palaces when the Spanish arrived.
Yes.
Plaza Mayor is the main square in Lima.
Okay.
Lima was founded nearly 500 years
Years
ago.
ago. Okay.
In 1746, an earthquake
Destroyed.
destroyed almost all the city.
Okay. Almost all the
Almost
city.
all.
The city. Okay. Now, let's go back in here. Now, try to remember the answers to these questions. Then listen again and check. Oh, let's try, huh? For how many years was Peru a colony of Spain? So the answer is after 300 years. Okay. Letter B, question. Who was Francisco Pizarro?
He
He was
was the pupil explorer.
was
No,
the founder of
Peru of
Lima
Lima.
City. Yes, right? So he was the founder of Lima. Okay, next. In which building does the president of Peru live? In which
No,
building?
in which building? The
It's
name
in the... Okay, so to answer this question,
in
the president, okay, lives in
of
the govern,
government. No,
yes, government palace, right?
ah,
Yes, okay. Now, next. How many buildings survived the disaster of 1974? How many?
500. No,
Yes. How many buildings? It's buildings, okay?
400.
So, that would
400.
only be only 20. Okay? But
20.
yeah,
Why
only
20?
20. Yeah, so only 20 buildings survived. Okay, so all of those buildings has been broken, right? So
Yeah.
what is the oldest building in Plaza Mayor?
I don't have the name.
Okay, it's the
Mm.
San Francisco
San Francisco.
Convent. Yes. So
Yeah.
it's a convent. Okay? Okay. Let's try. Okay, if this one is correct. Let's try to hear, Anne.
Yeah.
Okay. 62.
Recording 62.
Welcome, everyone, to lovely Lima. Lima is called Ciudad de los Reyes, or the City of Kings. This is where the Spanish founded the city in 1535. And for almost 300 years,
Okay.
Lima was the center of Spanish rule in Latin America. And today, it is Peru's capital city.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes?
What about the Incas? They were here before the Spanish, weren't they? Could you tell us a bit more about them?
Yes. In fact, there were many Inca towns here when the Spanish arrived, and over 400 temples and palaces. But it was the Spanish who actually founded the city of Lima, right here, in this
And
square, on the
was
site of an existing palace. This is Plaza Mayor, the main square. It is now a World Heritage Site. You are now standing on the exact site where Francisco Pizarro founded the city
Yes.
nearly 500 years ago.
yeah.
You can see the government palace where the president
Yeah.
lives.
Sorry to interrupt, but these
Yeah.
buildings don't look 500 years old.
That's right. An earthquake in 1746 destroyed almost all of the city. Only 20 buildings were
Yes.
left.
Only 20
You can see
buildings.
San
Yeah.
Francisco's convent over here.
Yes.
That's the only building in
San
Plaza Mayor
Francisco.
that survived.
Okay.
Now let us to walk over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will be asking a question and then you will going to answer me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. For how many years was Peru a colony of Spain?
Almost 300 years.
Okay. Who was Francisco Pizarro?
He was the founder of Lima.
Yes. In which building does the president of Peru live?
The president lived in the government palace.
Yes. How many buildings survived the disaster of 1746?
Yes, only 20 buildings.
Okay. What is the oldest building in Plaza Mayor?
It is San Francisco Convent.
Yes. Okay. Now it's your turn to ask me a question and then I will be the one to answer. Okay. Go on.
Yes. For how many years was Peru a colony of Spain?
It was almost 300 years.
Who was Francisco Pizarro?
Pizarro.
Pizarro.
Pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
Who was Francisco Pizarro?
Yes. He was the founder of Lima.
In which building does the president of Peru live?
The president lives in the government palace.
How many buildings survived the disaster of 1746?
Okay, it has only 20 buildings left.
What is the oldest building in Plaza Mayor?
It was San Francisco Convent. Okay, nice one. Okay, now for the sound smart on looking or linking consonant vowel. Okay, here we go again. Okay, so we already understood during our previous lessons about linking, right? About we sometimes we call that one also as connected speech, right? So again, linking consonant vowel. So if a word ends in a consonant and the next word begins in a vowel, like for example, get up. So the word get ends with a consonant, and the second word starts with a vowel, right?
Vowel, yeah.
Yes. Then the consonant sound moves to the beginning of the next word. For example, get up, right? Get up.
Get
Okay.
up, yeah.
Yes. Stop over. Stop over.
Stop over.
Yes. So something like, we don't say get up, stop over.
Get
So we don't say
stop
that. So
over.
there would be a connected or linking, right? So get up and then stop over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now listen to these examples.
Recording 63.
He told us a bit about when the Spanish arrived in Peru.
Mm.
An earthquake destroyed almost all of the city.
Okay, so he told us a bit about, okay, he told us, right? Told us, okay,
Tell
a bit about,
it
a bit about,
bit about.
bit
A bit
about.
about.
Yes, he told us a bit about when the Spanish arrived in Peru, okay, arrived in Peru, okay?
Yeah.
And then an earthquake destroyed almost, or destroyed most,
Okay.
okay,
Twice.
all. Oh, this is
Destroyed.
it's not easy, right? Because there's two linking in here. Destroyed almost, destroyed
The most.
destroyed almost all of the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can we do that one, Anne? Ready, go.
He told us a bit about when the Spanish arrived in Peru.
Good.
An
Yes.
earthquake destroyed the most town of the city.
Okay, good. So he told us a bit about when the Spanish arrived in Peru. And then an earthquake destroyed almost all of the city. So it's going to be continuous on. Destroyed almost all. Okay? Can you say it?
That that destroyed the most town of
Okay,
the city.
destroyed almost all.
Destroyed the most town.
Yes.
Destroyed the most town.
Almost all. Okay, from the top, let's say, get up.
Get up. Get up. Stop over.
Stop over.
Stop over.
Okay,
Stop over. Told us.
told us.
Told us. Bit about.
Yes.
Arriving.
Arrived in.
Arriving.
Yes.
Peru. Destroyed the most town.
Okay, destroyed almost all
Destroyed the most town of the
of the
city.
city. Okay, now look at these sentences and underline the sounds that are joined together. Number one, or letter A is given. Can I take a brochure, please?
Can I take a brochure, please?
Brochure.
Brochure.
Yes. Okay, next. Which do you think would be the next? There's a
Got-
linking.
Gotten.
Okay, that
Got
would be garon, right?
Gotten.
Next.
Potent.
Yeah, it's a bodent.
Potent.
Okay.
Sail the cross.
Yeah. Sail the cross. Sail the cross. Sail the cross.
Sail the cross.
Yes.
Sail the cross.
And okay, no more. What about letter C?
Water.
Yes, wanta.
With a view.
With a, okay.
With a.
With a
With
view. Okay, with a view, right? With a view of, right? It's here,
Yeah.
here. So there's
View of.
three. With a view of, okay?
With the view of.
Okay.
With the view of.
Yes.
C.
Next, letter D.
Had the.
Okay, hada.
Look around.
Yes, look around. Look around. Okay, next, letter E.
When down.
Okay, without. Went out.
Went down. With the.
Okay, with a. Okay. Group
Group
of.
of. Group of.
Okay, group of. Group of. Group of. Group of. Okay. And
That
then,
afternoon. That
okay.
afternoon.
Yes, that afternoon. That afternoon. Okay.
That afternoon.
Now, let's try to listen and check, right? Let's try if that would be correct. Let's try to pronounce them, okay? And then after that, let's try to listen. Okay, can you say it? Can I take a brochure, please?
Can I take a brochure, please?
We got on the boat and sailed across the island.
We got on the boat and
Okay, Bowden. And Bowden sailed across.
Sailed across to the islands.
That's correct. I want a table with a view of the sea, if possible.
I want a table with the view of the sea, if possible.
Okay. I had a good look around the castle.
I had a good look around the castle.
Good. We went out with a group of friends that afternoon.
We went out with the group of friends that afternoon.
That afternoon. Yes. Okay. Now let's try to listen. If that would be correct.
Recording 64. A.
Can I take a brochure, please?
B.
We got on the boat and sailed across to the island.
Yeah.
C.
I want a table with a view of the sea, if possible.
Correct.
D.
I had a good look around the castle.
E.
We went out with a group of friends that afternoon.
Yes. Okay, good, Anne. Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will be giving you a homework, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear, okay, the linking through, of course, record your voice again, and I want you to hear the linking, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, that's going to be next week on. That's going to be Tuesday next week, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any questions so far?
No more, teacher.
No more. Okay, so thank you so much, Anne. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
And
Have a happy weekend, okay?
yeah, happy weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.